There's been an unexpected warp in the space-time continuum. Operation Lara is go.
Emily, this is my friend, Lara.
This is my friend, Mandy.
Have you already met?
Yeah. It was a coincidence.
What's going on?
Nothing.
James, aren't you supposed to be in jail?
Yes.
You can't just stay here.
Effie, what the fuck is going on?
He doesn't reply.
Freddie, Effie won't come out of the toilet.
Would you have left her alone?
She's going to need us to help rebuild her again.
What are you thinking about?
My brother?
What about him?
Nothing.
Something happened to him, didn't it?
Lots of things happened to him. I was born almost a month late. Won a poetry competition when he was 8 and met Sarah Ferguson. Got the highest mark for a first-year essay in Cardiff's history.
And somewhere in there, he was hit by a bus and nearly killed. Right? Why don't you tell me about that?
Why that? Why not the good stuff?
Because I'm not interested in it. Tell me what happened to your brother, Elizabeth. From the start.
Set the sails, I feel the winds are stirring towards the bright horizon, sail away.
Okay, on 3. 1,
Cast your reckless
2.
dreams.
Johan! Stop it! Johan! Calm down!
Hold them there!
Hold
them! Fuck! Kom igen då! Fuck! Kom igen då! Kom igen då! Kom igen då!
Who could heed the words of Charlie Darwin? Fighting for a system built to fail.
Oh, you said you were calm. I don't recognise it. It's Freddie's.
Oh, do you want me to get you another one?
No, it's fine. I'll keep it.
You're doing so well, sweetheart.
There's a bus coming. Tony doesn't see it. He's distracted. It hits him, runs him over. He's in the gutter, and he's bleeding. He looks dead.
Open your eyes. Well done, Elizabeth. It's taken you 3 weeks to tell me that story. How do you feel?
Awful.
I'd like us to try something now. I want you to close your eyes again and imagine that bus never hit Tony. Can you do that for me?
It did hit
It's
him.
just an exercise. Try to imagine it never happened.
Okay.
Make a picture in your head. What do you see?
Tony. Standing by the road. He's laughing.
Good.
Afternoon.
How's the real world?
Fine. Well, I don't know, actually.
Me and Emily, we're all since the, and I don't know what we're doing. If we're okay or if we're about to break up. Sometimes I think she can read my mind. I seriously do. I mean, is that normal? Is that what you...
You think you're going mad? So you came to see me, to see what a mad person looks like?
No! No. No. Yes.
Listen to me very carefully, Naomi. You need to get a message to the Dog Lord of Azerbaijan. He's got my toilet ticket.
Oh, God, what are they giving you? Can I have some?
This whole thing with this girl, Sophia. Why don't you just imagine it never happened?
But it did.
Yeah. But if you tried to think like you didn't.
But... am I missing something? You can't change what's already happened. I wish you could. But... you just can't.
Please go on, Elizabeth.
The boy's crying. And his mother. And his little sister. He doesn't want him to go.
What happens next?
And then E.T. says, "I'll be right here." And then he gets on a spaceship and flies away.
Yeah, that's right. Make fun of the old man. I think you're ready to go home, Elizabeth.
What? I'm not ready. We're not finished yet.
Oh, we're far from finished. You'll be seeing me twice a week.
So I just go home? Back to normal?
Stick to your routine. And no drink or drugs. But, yes, pretty much back to normal. You can go.
Thank you.
We'll see each other soon.
I cleaned up a bit. Did a bit of sorting out. Is it all right?
I love it.
I've put everything away. It's tidier, don't you think? I've made this plan for you. I just thought it might help you plan your days.
Oh, you found Pato.
It's under your bed.
Come on, you funny giraffe.
You can have that back too. Now, don't speak to any bad men.
Shit.
Send my fond regards to Lonelyville. I'm staying in my well-appointed valley on the hill. Oh, I'll grow hair on seawater and sun on the honey mill, and leave something to loneliness, sweet William Will. I once was there to find the girl at mystic morning's eve. There in the shade with all things up its leaves, waking to the mark, to be known, to be free. You will hear the sound of southern bells follow where she pleads. Some with the forked tongues they'd love again to unlearn. Some for a heart a brushed yet stained reserve.
Got your jumper back. Good to see you, Effie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Effie is fucking better than that. Oh my God. Why didn't you let me see you, Eff?
Because of the treatment John gave me. He didn't want me to see anyone.
John?
John Foster, my counsellor. He was the one that helped me.
Yeah, and what did he do that was so special?
He took all my bad memories and made them good.
And some of those memories were about me, right?
Only a few.
Okay, so if I'd have visited you, it would have fucked up John's treatment, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Freddie. I'm sorry.
The bad memories about me. You don't like. You don't feel them anymore.
No. They're gone. He took them away. But you know what's left? Love. All I feel for you now is love. Nothing else.
What's that you hide behind your back? Nothing but a shadow trap. What's that you press against your lips? Some sailor words on conjured ships. And in those ocean eyes of yours, see monsters swim in cutted drawers. I'm scared they'll climb out when you weep. Don't feel my dear, they stay down. What's that you hide behind your back? Nothing but a shadow trap.
Hello?
Oh my God, it's you! I can't believe it's you! I haven't spoken to you for so long.
I don't even know why I'm bothering. I know I failed. Useless as usual.
At least you took yours. I was too mental.
So you're mental and I'm useless.
It's a shame. We'd have fit right in at Cambridge.
Let's find out what I got.
Looks you gave aside. I never took the time to catch you on my side.
Hey, good luck.
Well done, girls. Ah, Miss Moon. Stoneham, good to see you up and about. I suppose this is the last time we'll see each other.
Oh, we'll come back and see you, Doug.
Yes, well, Massive Attack said the same thing. Well, Daddy G writes at Christmas and on my birthday. He's missed the last two. Anyhow, here you go, Miss Moon.
A C. Okay. Listen, Neff, I need to tell you something.
Doug, I want to retake. What do I...
Yes, about that. Would you come with me?
What is it?
Mr. Blood wants to see you.
It's been a good year here at Roundview. Elizabeth, every single student received A to C grades.
Really?
Well, we had a lot of people doing media studies. Nevertheless, our targets were met. Except by you. You failed everything.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even sit the exam.
Which brings down the college average and affects the funding scenario. Do you see my dilemma?
I can retake, right?
It would make a difference. Let me level with you, Elizabeth. Here are your old results. And here are your new results. Please act as such.
Three A's.
An excellent result, considering your circumstances.
You want me to tell people I got 3 A's?
In my experience, Ms. Stoneham, we are all living lies. Reality, as the sophists so elegantly informed us, is all relative. Now go on, go out with you.
It feels wrong. It's like cheating. It's like cheating at life. And now I'm starting to wonder about everything.
Elizabeth, what's really going on?
What do you mean? That, what I just told you.
We talked at length about this, Elizabeth. Achievement, success, academic or otherwise, earned or not, is nothing compared to being well and being happy.
Yeah, but...
Happiness. Correct?
Yes. You're right. You're right.
These don't matter. There are bigger things happening here. Bigger than school. Bigger than friends. Even bigger than love.
Okay.
Right, now that Effie's here and we're all suitably refreshed, speech. The Exam Results Party Planning Committee have decreed that all our results be read out in quick succession. So, ready? AAB.
BBC.
C in philosophy?
BCC.
ACC. I got expelled.
It doesn't matter what I got. None of this matters. It's just numbers on a page. It's not real. Not to me, anyway. You're all great. You're all great people. But I think I'm finished. I think I've had enough.
What are you talking about, Ed?
You have to make sacrifices, Fred, to get the stuff you want.
I don't understand.
I'm in a different place now. We all are. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying goodbye. I have to.
Well, to everyone? To me?
Yeah. To everyone. To you.
Well, where the fuck are you going?
Home. Dumped you again.
Hey, princess.
Aren't you supposed to be in prison or something?
Aren't you supposed to be in the loony bin?
I did my time. You should have done yours.
I did enough. Surely Effie Stoner was not abandoning her party.
I don't belong in there.
Neither do I. We've got a lot in common, me and you.
Not anymore.
Both stood in the rain. Both miserable.
You're no good for me, Kurt. You never were.
This was us meeting for the first time. I'd do it all again. Everything. The fucks, the fuck-ups, everything. I'd do it all again.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I still love you.
Piss off.
When I touch your little finger, you will be completely relaxed. Now, describe the room to me.
It's dark. I can't see. The curtains are closed. There's a man sitting on a chair. His face facing away from me. It's so full of hate. So full of death.
What if he leaves? What if he's not there? What if he was never there? Open the curtains and let the sun shine in. It's warm. Pato the funny giraffe is here. This is a place without fear or danger. This is a safe place. Peaceful. Away from everyone and everything. It's here. And you are wonderful.
What are you doing here?
I want an explanation.
Freddie.
Do you know what you've done to me? Just dumping me with no reason at all.
I had reasons.
Yeah, well, if the urge to tell me any of them occurs, then please let me know. Or did John steal your soul as well as your past?
Tea and biscuits?
Mum.
The night before you dumped me, you told me that you loved me.
I know.
Okay, so look me in the eye and tell me that you don't love me now.
Don't do that! I went crazy when I was with you. I can't let that happen again. Love's not supposed to do that. You made me go mad.
You're making me mad now, Effie. And that's exactly what love's supposed to do.
Yes.
Did you remember your pills? Effie?
Yeah?
I love you.
Pato? Where is he? Pato! Mum!
What's wrong? What's the matter?
I can't find Pato!
What have you looked under the bed?
Of course I have!
Effie! Effie,
Pato!
don't worry. We'll find him.
Where are you? Pato!
Effie? 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 He was behind the bed. I don't think this is right. Burning all your things?
I need John. It'll make me better.
Okay.
There she is.
It's not good for you, that.
That has never bothered you before.
You know, I walk through this park every day. I've never noticed there's a pond here. Can you believe that? Every day for years. And then today, bam, like it came out of nowhere.
The fuck are you on about? Yeah, I know. Piss off and all that.
What?
Listen, I got a call from your man. He's all in a tizzy. So I thought I'd come and hear your side of the story, like.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Come on, F.
F? Who's F?
Yeah, of course. Sorry. You're not Effie. I've mistaken you for someone else.
Looks like it.
So what is your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, nice to meet you. I'm James.
I wouldn't normally go for a drink, let alone a dance with someone I'd only just met.
Yeah? So why did you?
You seem nice.
Yeah, I'm nice. So, what we're doing next, mystery girl?
Something bad.
Come to the right man.
Deja vu.
Yeah, ain't that the French for what the fuck is going on?
No. I've been here before. Something bad happened here.
What?
I was screaming. Someone got hurt.
Okay, this is getting way too Stephen King for me. You win, all right? I'll call chicken.
Someone got hurt. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Come on, F. I know you, you know me. We've dated. We are fucked in every sense of the word. We are cooking Effie.
That's not true. We've never met.
So how do I know you've got a mark shaped like a wine glass on your arse? Or that your favourite film's E.T.?
Stop it.
That's because we know each other. The fucking world knows us. So cut the fucking shit.
My brother, he got hit. He got run over here. No, that never happened. That never happened. You never happened.
It did. It did.
What's happening to me? It happened, but it never happened. It happened, but it never happened. No, it happened, but it never happened.
What?
Hit me again.
No.
What's wrong with me? Hit me again. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything. Hit me.
Effie, please stop.
I can't.
Oh.
Shit.
Get out of the road, man!
I'm not scared! I want to be scared! I want to be hurt! I want to remember! I'm not scared! I'm not scared! I'm not scared! I'm not scared! Come on! Come on! Come on! Take me to Freddie Cook. You need to get me to him. You need to get me there. I need to tell him.
You remember me, though, yeah? You know who I am.
How can I forget? You're my friend.
An ambulance, please. It's for my girl, my friend. Well, no, she's not right. I don't... No, she's been sectioned before. Yeah, there's 82 at Peveril Road. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Okay, bye. Bye.
You fucking skipping out on me, man.
Yeah. I'm leaving. I was gonna go tonight.
You gonna fuck off?
Leave her. She broke my heart, man.
She broke my heart as well. You broke my heart. I bet you've broken hers at some point. So what are we gonna do? Are we just three losers screwing each other forever? Or are we something better than that? Fuck, mate, grow up. 'Cause I'm done here.
Thanks for bringing her to me.
Where the fuck else would I bring her? Don't screw it up.
I've been thinking on my wandering on the way home from your house that I love you and why I do, and if there'll ever be someone else. You're young and you're stable, stand up to your labor. You're young and you're able, but you need you a savior. Oh, you need you a savior. Young believers, come and see her. She has pushed into the ground. Though with one hand he could break her, with one hand split her in two.
Are you alright?
Back where I was.
You're back in hospital.
No. In here. In here. I can hear the voices again.
Okay, I'm here.
I didn't mean what I said to you. I'm so stupid.
It's all right. We're together. Okay, we'll be together.
Good morning. How are we doing?
No, I don't want him anymore, Freddie.
You're John Foster.
And you must be Freddie.
You need to leave.
She's my patient.
Not anymore. You want someone else? You're done with her. Fuck off.
You deserve better.
Shh, it's all right. Just go to sleep, all right?
I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. I love you.
Well, ooh, my love is light as a dove, and her skin is fair, and dark is her hair, and her eyes dart round and fall on the ground, and her lips move along to an old country song.
I don't like this place.
Neither do I.
Well, down south you'll find, among the high pines, an old liquor store where we danced on the floor. Oh, the light on the wall, it brightens the hall, but the room in the back is quiet and black. What keeps me alive is the green in her eyes and the sweet distant drone of a voice on the phone. Could I hear in death her voice and her breath? Could I hear them sounds in life underground? Oh, lightly she walks among the white storks, and craning her neck, she steps from the deck.
Hello.
And her lips move along to an old country song.
Please.
You do your counselling in here?
You find it oppressive? It pacifies me. Although I suppose I should brighten it up a little. My patients are my livelihood. Anyway, about Elizabeth and your reason for being here.
Yeah, man, what the fuck am I doing in your house?
Elizabeth and her mother have expressed dissatisfaction with my methods. It's perfectly understandable. I am something of a maverick.
You never helped her at all. She's worse than she ever was now.
Anyway, I'm hoping to keep working with her regardless. There are some things I haven't tried.
Are you deaf? Listen, we don't want you. Just stay the fuck away.
Indulge me a moment longer. I admit I was arrogant, stupid. I made mistakes. I got too close. I feel terrible. I care too much.
Stay away from her.
I'm too human. We are essentially creatures of instinct. Our passing whims are really our most profound moments. Can't let you have her, I'm afraid. She really does love you, you know.
Okay, come on. Let's open the door, yeah?
Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off!
Something's up.
Karen, I've asked around. There is no sign of Fred.
I love you.
Don't lie.
Fred's?
He's talking in my head.
What's Fred saying?
He's saying they're all fucking mad.
Thomas is coming round later to give me French lessons for my interview.
Hey, Fredster. Look where we ended up. All back at Naomi Campbell's.
You owe him, Cook. When you ran off last year, who came looking for you?
What kind of lame-o rave is this? I dressed up.
You find him! You fucking find my brother!
We have to forget about good and bad.
I'll never forget you.
The weekend walk down, me and you. So keep your candles burning, make a journey bright and pure, that you'll keep returning always and evermore. Into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my